And hello, everybody, and welcome back to our coverage of the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships from Västerås in Sweden. If you've been with us earlier, you'll have seen a fantastic climax to the morning's competition. It really was something special. Go back and watch it on YouTube if you didn't see it. They will still be celebrating in Ireland. What a fantastic morning for the Irish team. And it's a long time since I've seen such jubilation on the platform. Not just winning the 66 kilo European junior title, but also a different lifter winning deadlift gold and almost forcing his way onto the platform with a fantastic European junior deadlift record to finish competition. And we have something special for you lined up this afternoon as well. It is the first junior women's competition of the week. This is day three of the 10 days of competition. It's day one of the junior competition. And we will be starting off, as we always do, with the lighter junior women weights. We have the 43, 47, and 52 kilo classes lifting together in one flight. In the 43s, we just have one competitor. That is often the case in the lighter weight categories because everyone else is simply heavier. And remember, the 43 kilo class is not a class in open powerlifting, it's only in sub juniors and juniors. So we've got only one lifter in that, but bear in mind, as we always said, it's not her fault that others have not entered. If she wins, she will be the deserving champion. We also have four in the 47s and eight competitors in a very tight 52 kilo class. And this is the unopposed lifter in the 43s, Marina Mikova, on the platform. She has 52.5 kilos on the bar and she gets the junior women's competition underway. And that looks good. Three white lights. If you're competing against yourself, the first thing you should make sure of is you don't beat yourself. Open light, get one on the board, and you still have two more attempts. And we move into the 47 kilo class, and we will be jumping backwards and forwards between the classes. First out is Kim Murray from Ireland, and she has a PB of 100 kilos, as you can see. She'll be opening today with 90 kilos. In prognosis, but we know prognosis can mean nothing. Murray is in fourth of four, but only 5 kilos behind the third, so she will have a chance of the podium, and that looks like a good opener. And two white lights. Well, one of the referees called it in depth. My first reaction is it was in, but my second reaction is the referees have the best view in the house. Now, Selma Ramberg, Norway, in the 52 kilo class, as I said, will be jumping about. If I forget to tell you, the script on the page should remind you. And Ramberg is in the 52s, representing Norway. And we'll see what the referees say. And that is three white lights for Ramberg. And next we will have the British lifter Erin Oldcroft, and she will open with 107.5 kilos. Quite conservative, bearing in mind the PB of 120, but it is the opener, and as we said, it's okay if other people beat you, never okay if you beat yourself with your own ambition. It's It's also a settler to have a nice safe squat, go nice and deep with it, show the judges you can go deep, just like that, bring it back up, get 3 white lights, and suddenly you can relax slightly and begin to enjoy the competition that little bit more. And next up, we will move back to the 47 kilo class. This is Elmira Abdullayeva representing Russia. And then we'll be straight back to the 52s for the next lift. As I say, we'll be jumping backwards and forwards all day. This is Abdullayeva, 112.5 kilos. Made it look nice and easy, and 3 white lights. And back to the 52s, the same weight will be on the bar for the Spanish lifter Olivia Espinoza Donchell. We've seen a real resurgence in Spanish powerlifting in the last 3 or 4 years. So she had to fight, but I think it's good. And yes, 3 white lights for Donchell. And the bar goes up to 115 kilos for the next two lifters, who are both in the 47 kilo class. First out by lot from Italy is Marta Scuderi, and she will be followed by Montanaro, also from Italy and on the same weight. Looks really determined and focused. Nice and deep, bring it back up. And I think she's done just that. And 3 white lights for Scaderi. Now, Montanaro, same country, same weight. And should it come to it, Montanaro is lighter by 150 grams. And that tiny little amount could prove decisive at the end of the day. And that looked strong. The referees did not like it. 2 red lights, both for depth. Let's have a look again. Yeah, can't argue with that. Now, Diana Gorochikova from Russia is next up, and she is one of 2 lifters taking 125 kilos. All remaining lifters in the first round will be in the 52 kilo class. And a reminder that the graphic that comes on the screen as the lifter walks out gives you all the information you need to follow the competition. That looks good. It's only 2-1 though. One referee called it on depth, the other 2 said it was good. And again, looking at the replay, it's right on the border. One of those that could have gone either way. So still 125 kilos on the bar for Kiani from Georgia. Oh, that was nice. There shouldn't be any question of a depth there. And the commentator breathes a sigh of relief as the three white lights come up on the screen. And three more lifts in the first round. Next up is Ida Therese Lindberg from Sweden, the host nation, and there's 127.5 kilos on the bar. She'll be followed by the final two lifters, both opening with 140 kilos. And that looks good. And yes, three white lights. And the bar is going to go up to 140 kilos. And I was just checking the records here to check I hadn't got something wrong in my notes. But this is Anna Maramotti of France. She is the world record holder, and the world record is 143.5 kilos. She is opening at 140, and she is not the last out. Well, it was strong back up, and it is good. Three white lights for Maramotti. But we are not finished yet. We have Olivia Kiosti from Finland. Same weight, 140 kilos on the bar. And she was the world record holder before Maramotti took it by half a kilo. Her PB is 143. So expect a fantastic battle between these two. And she brings 140 up as well. Let's wait for the referees. No, it was high, said two of the three referees. And she will almost inevitably have to take that again. Surely she can't risk going heavier when she hasn't got a lift on the board. So at the end of the first round in the 43s, Mikova on her own. In the 47s, Scuderi leads from Abdullaeva, and in the 52s it's Maramotti leading from Lindberg. But remember, the Finnish lifter, the former world record holder, has still to register a lift. And this is Mikova. 5 kilos more on the bar, and that looks good as well. 2-1, it's a good lift. Called on depth by the center referee, but good by both sides. If anything, it's more normal for that to be the other way around. But we move into the 47th. This is Kim Murray from Ireland. Her second attempt is 95 kilos. She looks really determined, really focused. And that's a good battle. Three white lights. You wonder how close to her limit she is. Every kilo counts. She is in the battle for bronze. Now we move to the 52s, and Selma Ramberg from Norway. She opened on 100, which was good, and she's put another 10 kilos on the bar. It's a battle. Very much forward-leaning style, and she gets it 2-1. had to really fight it. Now, Montanaro, also in the 47s, missed 115 last time on depth. She is the favorite by prognosis, but we know what happened to the favorite in prognosis in the men's 66s earlier. We don't want to tempt fate. Nice and deep. Oh, that's better. And three white lights. And the bar will stay at 115 for Erin Oldcroft of Great Britain in the 52 kilo class. And this will be 5 kilos short of her personal best. Nice and deep, and brings it back up. Maintain tension throughout, and three white lines. Thumbs up from the coach, and we move the weight up to 117.5 kilos, and we're back in the 47 kilo class. And this is for Elmira Abdullayeva from Russia, and her PB is 115. On the bar, 117.5. Oh no, she just almost came down so fast that she lost her balance at the bottom and couldn't bring it back up and just stuck there. If she could just have taken it slightly higher, I think she could have finished the lift, but that's a no lift for Abdullayeva. And we stay in the 47s for Maria Scodari from Italy. As you can see, 120 kilos on the bar. Is to lead the squat after the second round. And she smiles, but she won't smile when she looks at the referee's scoreboard because all three called it high. And I have to say that was my first impression when I watched the lift in real time. Now we move to the 52s for the remainder, and it's Olivia Espinoza Donchell from España, 120 kilos on the bar. Oh, great fight. And the reward is three white lights. And now we have two lifters on 130 kilos. By lot will be got a Chikova from Russia coming out first. And then Kivan from Georgia will follow. Looks good. Got the depth, brought it back up well. Three white lights, and she is delighted with that. Now we have the Georgian lifter coming up on the same weight. Kiani, 23 years old, in her final ever competition as a junior, as are many we will see today and the 3 days that follow. And just ran out of momentum, and that is a no lift. And she has one more attempt. Made the depth, and as soon as the bar started to go down, the platform crew were in straight away. Now, this is Lindberg from Sweden, 132.5 kilos. This will put her into silver medal position. But remember, Kiosti, the former world record holder, has not got a lift in yet. And she smiles. She thinks it's good. She's right. She gets three white lights. And now we have what we might call the top two here. But one of the top two hasn't got a lift on the board yet. It's Olivia Kiosti from Finland, and she has to retake 140. And after she does, she will watch Maramotti attempting to break the world record. Kiosti must get this one on the board. Got to go deeper. Oh, she has. That's definitely deeper. Should be good. She dumps the bar on the rack, gets three white lights, and let the battle commence. Meanwhile, Maramotti has opted to go for 144 kilos. The world record is 143.5. She is the world record holder. And this is to add another half a kilo. And the reason I had to check the world records earlier, that I hadn't got something wrong, the world record in the 47s is actually higher than in the 52s. But this is Maramotti for the world record in squat with her second attempt, 144 kilos. Well, she brings it back up well. We'll wait for the referees. And it is three white lights, and that is a new world record for Anna Maramotti from France. Wow, what lifting. We're in the second round of the first flight of 4 days of competition in the junior women, and already we have seen a world record, and the chances are we will see more because Kiosti has put in 144.5 for her third round attempt. But meanwhile, this is Mikova in the 43s, and this is 62.5 kilos. It's a good battle again. And three white lights. And now Kim Murray from Ireland in the 47s. Well, PB is 100. I think she must feel it's not quite there today. She's gone 97.5. I think the danger is you go for 100, you miss it, and you give away the 2.5 kilos you would have got by going for 97.5. And this is these 2.5 kilos. And she's fighting and she's got it. And I think that decision from the Irish team was absolutely spot on. She got as much as she could out of the squat today. And we move into the 52s for Selma Ramberg from Norway. and she's going 112.5 kilos. After Selma, we'll move into the 47s for the next three lifts, and then we can focus on the battle for gold in the 52s. And the referees say no lift. It was high. I did think it probably was. But didn't want to disrespect the lifter by saying that just before they get three whites. So this is Elmira Abdullayeva from Russia. She missed her second attempt, 117.5. I think she almost went down too fast, lost a bit of tension and balance, and if she can control it down slightly more, perhaps she'll bring it back up like that, like that. Yeah, three white lights for Abdullayeva, and that puts her into the lead in the squat. But there are two lifters, both Italians, both attempting 120, that can both come past her. Remember, the lighter of the two is Montanaro, but this is Scuderi to take the lead. Looks so determined. She missed this in depth last time, looked a bit shocked, needs to go slightly deeper. No. And the loaders are just saying, please stay with the bar. They can cope with those sorts of weights, but if someone with a heavier weight does that, then it endangers the platform crew. So Montanaro has this lift to get squat gold. Currently, Abdullayeva holds the gold medal with 117.5 kilos. The final lift in the 47s is to wrest the gold medal away from Russia and take it to Italy. And that looks good to me. And it looked good to the referees. Three white lights, and Montanaro of Italy takes gold in the 47s. Abdullayeva takes the silver. Scuderi takes the bronze. And the remaining lifts are in the 52 kilo class. And just a reminder, well, let's see Erin Oldcroft's lift first of all. I don't want to talk over any lifters. 122.5 kilos. This would be a personal best. A 7.5 kilo jump from her second. She sinks it, she fights it up, she's coming up. That will be good, I think. Yes, three white lights. Great lift from Allcroft. And the next lifter will also be on 122.5, so I won't talk over her either. It will be Olivia Espinoza Donchell from Spain. And here she is already on the platform. Now, I'm not sure if she cut the depth or not, but certainly wasn't able to bring it back up. And the next weight on the platform will be 130 kilos for Kiani from Georgia. And just to let you know, you're used to back flights and most of the stuff we live stream to you. But because this is a flight of 13, there is no back to back flight. At the end of this round of squats, there will be a 20-minute break while all the lifters prepare for bench press. So plenty of time to get a cup of tea, do whatever you need to do in the break, and join us again immediately afterwards. And she's happy with it, and so are the referees. Well, she missed it last time on depth, just went that little bit deeper, as you can see. Very high bar position. Not used to seeing the bar that high these days. Most lifters take it further down the back, but that's a good lift for Kiani. And 132.5 kilos on the bar now for Chikova. Just outside the medals. Bronze currently being held at 132.5. But that's lovely and deep, but oh, she can't bring it up. And I'm not sure if she abandoned the bar or they just lifted it from her, as they can do with these relatively lightweight. But no, she tried to stay with it and they actually lifted the bar off her back. So no fault to the lifter. And the weight goes up to 135 kilos. And Lindberg is in bronze. She is under no threat, but she will not catch the top two. This is just to add another 2.5 kilos to her total to improve her chances of making the podium. Oh, lovely indeed. Oh, what a great fight, and that looks good. She screams with joy. She gets to the top, and she has three white lights, and she bounds off the platform and hugs the coach. And now we are in the land of the world records. Kiosti next has gone for 144.5. And this to take back the record that she lost to Maramotti earlier this year, and that Maramotti has just increased in the second round. But if Kiosti can find the depth she found on her opener and bring it back up, she will be the world record holder again. For how long? Who knows? But we're going to have a great battle between these two right to the final deadlift. No. She got the depth, but just could not bring it back up. And now we move to Maramotti. One, 4, 5.5. To put another 1.5 kilos on the world record she set a little over 10 minutes ago. She looks focused, she looks ready. There are roars of encouragement as she takes to the stage. She'll be telling herself it's almost the same as I've already done. Oh, she brings it back up well. Are the judges happy with the depth? No, not this time. Two of the three referees called it in depth. It was right on the border. In truth, all three lifts have been right on the border, but the first two were south of it. That was just north. And a quick summary before we go to a break. Mikova lifting unopposed is the winner in the 43s with a best score of 62.5. In the 47s, with her final squat, Montanaro of Italy takes gold. Abdullaeva of Russia is just 2.5 kilos behind in second place, and the bronze goes to Scuderi of Italy with 115 kilos. In the 52s, with that world record, 144 kilos, the gold goes to Anna Maramotti from France with a superb 140. The silver goes to Kiosti of Finland, and they will be neck and neck right down to the final deadlift. The bronze medal went to Lindberg from Sweden, with Kiani from Georgia another 5 kilos back from that. Hope you've enjoyed that first session. We will take a break of slightly under 20 minutes. Join us again for bench press. and welcome back to the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships from Västerås, just outside Stockholm in Sweden. If you've been with us earlier, you would have seen a quite fantastic squat session with junior women, 43, 47, and 52 kilo classes, all in one flight. And you join us just as we are about to begin the bench press. Um, and as things work out, we will see the weight classes in order because the lightest opener is in the 43s, the next four in the 47s, and the lightest opener in the 52s matches the heaviest opener in the 47s. And so we can do it in perfect order, at least for the first round. And the first lifter out will be Marina Mikova from Russia. Just a reminder, or to tell you if you are just joining us, Mikova lifting unopposed in the 43 kilo class. It's not particularly unusual to have very small fields in the lighter classes in both women's and men's lifting. And indeed, the 43 is only a class in sub junior and junior lifting, not in open lifting. So this is 35 kilos on the bar. And she handled that very comfortably indeed. She got a yellow. I don't know, would it be for the butt off the bench? I'm not sure we're going to see a replay. No, I don't think we are. But nonetheless, it is a good lift. And we move to the 47 kilo class. And the first out is Cosmiana Montanaro, the gold medalist in squat. And she is opening with a bench of 57.5 kilos. Very comfortable. And three white lines. And now three lifters all on 62.5 kilos. First up is Scuderi from Italy. Again, that looks very comfortable. And three white lines. Same weight on the bar for Kim Murray from Ireland. Well, this is going to be a real battle for bench press gold. Let's say three of the four of them opened on exactly the same weight. And should it come down to it, Scuderi is the lightest, Murray is the next lightest, and Abdullaeva is the heaviest of the three. Montanaro, incidentally, is the lightest of the four within the group. Well, that's good from Murray. And three white lights. I think the trouble here may be the minimum increment is 2.5 kilos, and some of them may find one weight easily manageable and 2.5 kilos more just too heavy. And this is Abdullaeva, the heaviest of the three, and she's taking 62.5 as well. I mean, my guess is they would all go 65 for their second. And that's good. But will one of them take the gamble and jump 5 kilos instead of 2.5? We will find out. But we now move to the 52 kilo class. 62.5 remains on the bar for Espinoza Donchell. And that looks good as well. And the weight goes up now to 67.5 kilos. So we've got a Chikova from Russia. And then we'll have two lifters attempting 70 kilos. Oh, very close. Yes, looks good, nice and easy. And the weight now, as I said, goes up to 70 kilos. Two lifters. First out by lot will be the Georgian lifter, Kiani. And Lindbergh will follow on the same weight. Gets the start command. Oh, that looks lovely and easy. Very smooth. Good lifting from Kiani. And now, as we say, Lindbergh also on 70 kilos. With Mara Motti waiting in the wings, she will open on 75. Oh, that's a good bench press. 2 white lights. And now Mara Motti from France. I was going to say the new world record holder. Well, she's not the new world record holder. She's the holder of a new world record. She was the world record holder coming into the championship, and she managed to put another half a kilo onto the existing record. Now she comes out to open her bench press campaign with 75 kilos. And she's done that with absolute ease. And 3 white lights. And the bar goes up to 82.5 kilos for Kiosti. And Kiosti will be looking to gain on the bench press the kilos she lost on the squat to set up a battle royal when it comes to deadlifts. And that looks easy as well. And 3 white lines. 2 more lifts to go. And next up will be Great Britain's Erin Oldcroft with 85 kilos. And then Selma Ramberg with a relatively huge 105 will finish the round. But this is Erin Oldcroft, the British record holder at 85.5 kilos, opening at 82.5 kilos. And she says to the platform crew, "No, it's okay. I'll take it off myself." And that looked really easy. And three white lights for Allcroft. And now a jump of 20 kilos from the second highest opener to the highest. And this is for Selma Ramberg of Norway, 105 kilos. Just to let you know that the world record in this class for bench press is 113 kilos. So Ramberg is only 8 kilos away from that, and I suspect she may have half an eye on. Let's see how this moves, and if this moves well, and it does, then I think we may expect to see an attack on the bench press world record in the third round, or perhaps even sooner. And that is the end of the first round. And I won't spend too much time summarizing because Mikova is the only one in the 35s. Three of them are all in 62.5 in the 47s, and that's what I'll talk about because I wondered if they would all just go up 2.5 kilos. Well, the answer is one has gone up 2.5, one has gone up 5, and one has gone up 7.5. So who has been too conservative, who has been too bold? This is Mikova, 37.5 kilos in the 43s. And that's a good lift, three white lights for Mikova. And now we come to the 47s. First out will be Montanaro. She's only gone up 2.5 kilos from 57.5 to 60. And it'll be interesting to see who's not gone up enough and who's gone up too much, or have they all got it just right? That looks good. And three white lights. Now the bar goes to 65 for Marta Scodari. Also from Italy. And she is the one who has been most conservative. She's only increased it by 2.5 kilos. I have expected all of them to increase by 2.5 and then reassess at the end of the second round, but no, the other two have gone more. So will Scuderi benefit from the conservatism, or will the other two benefit from their boldness and race clear of her? No. We did say that at this body weight in women's lifting, 2.5 kilos can be the difference between something that's easy and something that is just not manageable. And Scuderi has proved the point there. So she hasn't been able to increase by 2.5. Can Kim Murray increase by 5 as she attempts 67.5? A weight that will put her into the lead. No, that's too heavy as well. No, just couldn't get it moving. And maybe she should have gone up 2.5. And this is Espinoza Donchell, and she has gone up 7.5 kilos to 70. Now this will win with one round to go for sure with what we've seen. Sorry, this is in the 52s. My apologies. We jumped to the 52s. I had the right lifter, but the wrong weight category. And say she did try to go up by 5, and it was too much. Now we go back to the 47s, and this is Abdullaeva, and she is attempting to jump 7.5 kilos from her opener. The previous two couldn't make 2.5 and 5 respectively. She didn't need to go this heavy, but if she makes it, she is the gold medalist in bench. No. Well, it's the old adage, if others are going to beat you, let them beat you, but don't beat yourself. And I think, with the exception of Scuderi, who couldn't manage the extra 2.5, the others just too big a jump. Now got a Chikova from Russia. We're in the 52s for the remainder of the second round. Say the other good news I should have mentioned is solid wall of green in the first round of bench press. Everyone moves on towards making a total. Oh, that's good. She's delighted with that. And that was the 2.5 kilo jump. Not wanting to belabor the point. And next up we will have Lindberg, 72.5. She opened on 70. Another lifter who takes the bar herself. And that's good. 3 white lights for Lindberg. And now Kiani from Georgia. And she's jumping 5 kilos from 70 to 75. She was really comfortable with her opener. But what will the extra 5 kilos do? Oh, she handles it superbly. 3 white lights. She moves into 4th place in the bench press. The next weight in the bar is 80 kilos. This is Maramotti. Also jumping 5, but bear in mind her opener would have been conservative to protect the new world record. So I would imagine this won't stop her. Oh, she's having to battle, but no, it did stop her. Wow, that is a no lift for Maramotti. And next up is Olivia Kiosti, and she will be rubbing her hands at that failure, because if she makes this, she'll have a 10 kilo advantage in bench press, which will totally eliminate the 4 kilo loss on squat. And she's fighting and she's locked it out. What do the referees say? And it's a good lift, and it's three white lights for Kiosti. And suddenly the whole equation changes in favor of the lifter from Finland. And they are only 2.5 kilos apart on deadlift openers. It is too close to call. Now, Erin Oldcroft, 90 kilos on the bar. This will be a new British record for those watching in the UK. And it's only her second attempt. 5 kilos up from her opener. Oh, she smashed that. Great lift from Altcroft. And if you think that was good, and it was, watch what's about to come. 113.5 kilos on the bar for Ramberg. We told you the world record was 113 kilos. Ramberg was in touch with it after her opener. She's decided not to wait. This bench press competition is already won. Let's just go for it. And that's what she's doing. 113.5 kilos on the bar. Totally the right decision, in my opinion. Not that that matters at all. Gets the start command. Here we go. And I think she's locked it. She likes it. No, she got yellows from both the side referees. Let's look at that again. See if the butt came off the bench, or if it was something else. Yeah, the butt came up. Oh, it's London bus territory. Yeah, she's got the strength to do it, but she's got to have the tension to keep the butt on the bench. And at the end of 2 rounds, Mikova leads in the 43s. Scaderi, courtesy of her conservative approach, leads the 47s. Ramberg, a country mile clear in the 52s, with Allcroft the next best. And we're into the third round, and it's Marina Mikova in the 43s, her third and final bench press. A reminder at the end of this round of bench press to be a 20-minute break to allow the lifters to warm up for deadlift. No, it is simply not moving at all. And that's the difference 2.5 kilos can make in the bench press when you only weigh 40.5 kilos. Not only is she under 43, she's 2.5 kilos under 43. And we move to the 47s, and this is Montanaro. And she's taking 62.5 kilos. And the other three will all repeat. And if they all miss again, Montanaro will take bench press gold. She opened lightest, but if she can make this, wow, what an outcome this could be. Oh, she's made it. She's made it. She opened sensibly. She did 2.5 kilo jumps, and suddenly she leads. And if somebody is going to beat her, they are going to have to make a lift that they failed last time round. But remember, we'll have Espinoza, Donchell coming into the picture as well, because she will be lifting less than Abdullaeva. But this is Scodari. This is to take the lead. This is the one that only went up by 2.5. Arguably the one that has the most chance. This for a possible gold medal. So it's better. It's much, much better. It's three white lights and an Italian is still in gold medal position on the 47 kilo bench, but it's a different Italian. It's Marta Scodari. Now, can Kim Murray do the same as Scuderi? Make a lift she missed last time. If she makes it, she moves into gold medal position. They've been talking to her backstage both about the physical side, also the mental side. Can she translate that on the platform? No, no, not today. And we move briefly to the 52s for Olivia Espinoza Donchell, and she will also attempt 67.5 kilos. And then we'll come back for Abdullayeva. No, 5 kilo jump, just too much. Too big a percentage, that's the problem. 2.5 doesn't sound much, but 2.5 in relation to say 60 kilos is a lot more than 2.5 in relation to 100. Now we move back to the 47s, and it's Elmira Abdullayeva, the final bench in the 47s, and this is for gold. But can she make a lift she didn't get close to last time? And the answer is no. So it's an Italian 1-2 in the bench. Kim Murray gets the bronze on body weight, and Abdullayeva, who had the heaviest weight on the bar, has to settle for fourth place, whereas the lifter who started off lightest got the silver medal. Such is powerlifting. Now, Gora Chikova from Russia, her third and final attempt, 72.5 kilos. No. And the weight will go up to 75 kilos for Lindberg from Sweden. She smiles as she prepares. She opened at 70, she went to 72.5. Now she takes 75. And this will move her, as you can see on the screen, from 6th to 4th in bench press. Oh, that's a good lift again. And 3 white lights. She is delighted with that. And why shouldn't she be? She really worked to get it moving, and once she got it moving, there was no stopping it. Very strong at lockout. Now we got the lifter from Georgia, Kiani, 77.5. Successfully managed a 5 kilo jump. Now another 2.5. Oh, great lift from Kiani. 3 white lights. That is fantastic. And she got the absolute most she could possibly get there. And the bar goes up to 80 kilos for Maramotti Well, she missed this last time. Really, to stay close to Kiosti, she could really do with these extra 5 kilos. Oh, she gets them this time. Not sure what went wrong last time, but that looked easy. And suddenly, perhaps the equation changes again, and the coach says, look what happens when you touch at the right point in the chest. And it was as simple as that. She touched too high last time, couldn't get it back. She touched lower, and it went perfectly. Now Kiosti going another 2.5 kilos. And the pressure changes because if she doesn't get this, she's lost the advantage she had. No. Well, well, well. There's 5 kilos between them on the bench, but it could have been a lot more than that. If Maramotti had missed and Kiosti had got hers, that would almost have been the championship decided. Instead, it was the other way around. And Erin Oldcroft, Great Britain, for another British record. There is 92.5 kilos on the bar. All over Great Britain, people will be shouting at their screens. She's guaranteed a silver medal in the bench press. Can she get another British record? She's working, it's going, and it's locked out. What do the referees say? It's 3 white lights. What a fantastic bench press display from Erin Oldcroft. And one more lift. And it's another world record attempt by Selma Ramberg from Norway. Now, last time she did manage to lock it out, but she couldn't keep her buttocks off the bench. She must do that this time because you know that's the first thing the referees will be looking for. But if she can and if she locks it out again, it's a world record for the Norwegian. Here we go. Well, I couldn't see anything wrong with that. Wait for the referees. And it is 3 white lights. And Coach Jørgen Hansen raises his hands in triumph. And that is a new world record for Selma Ramberg of Norway in the 52-kilo bench press. What a fabulous demonstration of benching we've had. And it is just going to ramp up because it is too close to call, particularly in the 52s. This battle between Kiosti and Maramotti is going to go to the final deadlift. Be sure and join us in 20 minutes' time, and you will see every single lift. And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to this fantastic session from the European Classic uh, Powerlifting Championships here in Sweden. Why do I call it a fantastic session? Well, if I offered you a session where you saw a new world squat record, a new world bench press record, a new world deadlift record, and a new world total record, wouldn't that be fantastic? The lifters here have already delivered the world records in squat and bench press. In the 47s, Montanaro is opening her deadlift at 160. The world record is 165. You can expect an assault on that world record as it continues. In the 52s, the world total record is 385.5. If Kiosti and Maramotti both make their opening deadlifts, they're on 372.5 and 374 respectively, well within distance of it. So sit back and enjoy a fantastic final session here. And just before I talk over the lifter, this is Mikova. Oh no, she's lifting unopposed. She opened 82.5. She only needs to get a lift in to be the European champion. And she didn't get it that time. Well, we keep our fingers crossed that she has better luck next time, and we move to the 47s. And this is Kim Murray, 112.5. And just to let you know that the last lifter out will be in the 47s, not in the 52s in the first round. That will be Montanaro, but that is a good lift from Murray. She instinctively looks at the screen, but that's as easy as three white lights as you're going to see all day. Now, Elmira Abdullayeva, and she is going for 130 kilos, lifting in the 47s. And that looks good. And the bar will remain at 130, but will move to the 52s for Selma Ramberg. And she has 130 as well, and this will ratify her world record in the bench press. Look nice and easy. And if she can move on from there, we might have a nice little Norway versus Sweden battle for overall bronze. Currently, the Swede Lindberg is lying in third place. Now, Erin Oldcroft, 135 kilos on the bar for the British lifter, broke the British record twice in the bench press. 135 kilos on the bar. And that looks good. And they all look at the lights. They all think it's a good lift, but they all want to double check. And of course, it is a good lift. Three white lights. Now, Marta Scodari from Italy. We're back in the 47s, and she's taking 137.5 kilos. Oh, that looks very easy. And we'll move now to the 52s for the remainder of the lifts in this round, except for the final one. And the next lifter up will be Espinoza Donchell. Sorry, no, it's the Georgian lifter on lot. There's two of them, both taking 140. And Kivan Kiani is the first of the two. She's had a good squat, a brilliant bench press, where she got 3 from 3. And that looks like a good deadlift. And she doesn't bother looking at the referee's scoreboard. She knows that's good. And of course, every time a lifter makes an opening deadlift, they make a total. No one has gone in squats or bench press. Now, this is Espinoza Donchell on the same weight. And that looks good as well. And 3 white lights. The bar goes up to one, no, it's remained, yeah, goes up to 147 kilos for the next two lifters. The first out by lot will be got at Chikova from Russia. Kiosti will follow on the same weight. Oh, that looks good. And 3 white lights. And the same weight on the bar as I said for Kiosti, Olivia Kiosti, battling with Maramotti for the gold medal, and there's only 2.5 kilos between their deadlift openers. Neck and neck, closely matched in all three disciplines. And that's good from Kiosti. And Maramotti will come out next. 2.5 kilos heavier on 150. Kiosti has gone to 372.5. If Maramotti makes this lift, she will go to 374. There will be only 1.5 kilos between them. Oh no. Oh, I hope she hasn't hurt herself. And I think that may have been an issue with the slippery floor. Look, the feet went straight. Oh, and I just hope that the plates didn't get the left foot. But showing us Lindbergh out next. But I had Maramotti down for 150 before Lindbergh. I'm not sure what's happened. Let's just watch Lindbergh just now. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. Sorry, of course, that was Maramotti that missed that. My apologies. It was Kiosti that was before her. And now we have Montanara, 160 kilos on the bar. The final lifter out in the first round. A reminder, the world record in deadlift in the 47s is 165 kilos. This is a 160 kilo opener. And a 160 opener that is easy. 3 white lights. And why would she not go straight to 165.5 for her second lift? And that is the end of the first round. And just to confirm, Mikova lifting unopposed didn't make her opener. In the 47s, Montanara, superb 160, so close to the world record. In the 52s, Lindbergh leads from Kiosti But the significant news there is Maramote has still to register a lift, and we just hope that in missing that opener, she didn't hurt herself in any way. So this is Mikova again, needs to give this all her attention. This to become European champion. And that's better. She checks the screen. Three white lights. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief. That would have been horrible if she hadn't got a deadlift in. And she is the European champion in the under 43 junior category. Now we move to the 47s and we see Kim Murray, 120 kilos on the bar for Murray. And that looks good. Three wide lights to Irish cheers. And next we have 135 kilos for Abdulayeva from Russia. Five-kilo jump from her opener. And no, nothing doing at all. That was so quick I almost missed it in glancing at the scoreboard. And what I saw when I was glancing at the scoreboard was Monterano has put up 166 kilos for her second deadlift. That will be a new world record. This is Ramberg in the 52s. Oh, that's nice and easy. That was 142.5, a 12.5 kilo increase. And she got half an eye on still catching Lindbergh, I wonder. Now this is Scuderi back in the 47s. She's taking 145 kilos. And that's good. She had to really work. But that should be three white lights, and yes, it is. And still in 145, but in the 52s we have Erin Oldcroft. 10 kilo increase. I suspect her opener was quite conservative to protect her British records. Now she's starting to work. And that is good at 145. Three white lights. And we now have three lifters all taking 150 kilos. By lot, the first out is Kiani from Georgia. Oh, that's good. She's having a really good, solid day today. Three white lights, she's delighted with that. Next, on the same weight, we have Maramoti. Now, hopefully, no injury. Oh, the foot slipped again. Oh dear. Look at the left foot go, just as she was about to lock it out. And oh, hopes of the European title are vanishing rapidly. And the pressure now will be to ratify that world squat record. And this is Espinoza Donchell, also 150. Oh, what a battle. No, no. She just got the legs straight too soon, brought the back in too early. Got to drive with the legs a little bit more before she brings in the upper body, and just not to be. She may still get it next time. And all the drama now surrounds Maramotti. Got a Chikova from Russia. It's next out, 155 kilos. Well, very much a two-phase, but will the referees be happy with it? Yes, they will, but 2-1. There's always the danger that if you stop and start again, a referee will interpret that as downward movement. And to be fair to the referee that gave the red, I think I saw minimal downward movement in the replay. But this is Kiosti, 155 kilos on the bar. Through the misfortune of Maramotti, Kiosti is now the strong favourite to win the title, and this will put her on 380. No, no, she doesn't get that either. And she partially slipped. Let's look at what happened. Was it a loss of balance, loss of grip, boot? It was the grip that went, and then once the grip went, she lost balance. Wow, the drama continues. Well, Kiosti is still on 372.5. Maramotti, if she makes it, third time of asking, will be on 374. Oh boy, this is dramatic. Not necessarily in the way we expected, but drama of the highest caliber. As Lindbergh goes for 162.5. Oh, she locks it out. And she has got one hand on the deadlift gold medal. And she is, well, she's going to be on the podium potentially. But Ramberg has put in a big third deadlift that would take that away from her. We're still in the second round. This is Montanaro from Italy, and this is a world record attempt. 166 kilos. The world record 165. She didn't go 165.5, she went 166, and it's only the second round. And she is the new world record holder, subject to the referee's lights. Yes, that's a new world record for Montanara with a lift to spare. And we enter the third round, and this is so dramatic. I think we can forget world total records. We've got one battling for the title, another battling to stay in the competition, to protect her world record, and to battle for the title. And in the 47s, we've got Montanara, who will go for another world record. Mikova in the 43s can relax. Here she is for the last time. Gave us a little bit of drama when she missed her opener. Got it second time, and now she's taking 90 kilos. Yes, that looks good. And you wonder how you can miss 82 and a half and get 90. And I think the question is concentration and focus. Sometimes you think, this is going to be light, I won't bother trying too much. And it just bites you. It just shows the importance of focusing on every single lift. Now we get Kim Murray, her final attempt, 125 kilos. Only good enough for fourth in deadlift and fourth overall. But she will have thoroughly enjoyed this experience. It's going. No. Just too much. And she finishes off with 3 red lights. And the tension, you can feel the tension just building and building and building as we get closer and closer to Maramoti's attempt. I mean, she's lost her footing twice. You could blame the floor, but nobody else has lost their footing. And the bar has just been cleaned. I suspect a callus came off a lifter's hand and there's a little bit of blood in the bar, and it's just been cleaned before we continue. IPF, EPF, very strong protocols on the avoidance of blood transference. And we just wait, and the tension builds and builds and builds. And Maramoti has gone up, I can tell you, from 150 to 152.5. Oh, she's fighting, What a great lift. That was Scodari from Italy, 150. My apologies to her for partly talking over her lift. But that was a great battle. Look at it all the way up. She was almost gone there, and somehow she managed to find the power to lock it out. Great lifting from Scaderi. And this is Espinoza Donchell, 150 kilos on the bar. She missed this last time. Her final lift of the day. It would put her from 7th to 3rd in deadlift, so closely packed on. It's going, but no. It's the same as before. She gets past the knees and just cannot get it any further. And now we've got 2 on 152 and a half. And I can tell you that there will be a deadlift attempt in the 52s as well by Lindberg. But this is Ramberg, 152.5. And this would put her into the lead overall. No, it was a brave attempt, but she could not move the bar. Simply too much. And now It's Maramoti. Twice her feet have slipped when tackling 150 kilos. She needs to register a lift to protect the world record she set, but more importantly, perhaps, she makes this lift. She goes into the lead in the overall competition. This would give her 376.5. The lead currently 372.5. Oh, she's got it this time. And she gets three white lights and she breathes a huge sigh of relief. But how much have these two failed deadlifts hurt her? Will the 4 kilos lead be enough? Or will others overtake her on the home straight? Next up, we have the Georgian, 155 kilos on the bar for Kiani. This would put her into silver medal position in deadlift for now, with lifters to follow. Oh, whoa, no. I thought that wasn't going to move more than an inch. She did superbly to get it as far up as she did, but it was going no further. Oh, what a brave attempt from a brave lifter who's done herself proud today. Still 155 on the bar for the next two lifters. First out from Great Britain, Erin Oldcroft. And this would put her into silver medal position in the deadlift with lifters to follow. It's going. Oh, she's locked it. And that is a good lift. And Allcroft moves into silver medal position in the deadlift. Fourth overall, just off the podium. But what a fantastic performance. She's gone from 135 to 155. Still 155. This is Kiosti, and this would take her to 380, and this would put her in the lead, but she missed it last time. Oh, she hasn't missed it this time. That's a good lift from Kiosti. It's three white lights, and she goes into the lead. And can anyone catch Kiosti? Well, if they can, it will need to be a world record. And next, we have the Russian Chikova. She is going 160, and this is for the silver medal in deadlift. It would be guaranteed silver because the lifter still to go has already lifted more than her. No, not quite. Wow, well, we have two lifts to go. We move to the 47s for another world record attempt by Montanaro. And I am looking at Lindbergh. No, she has blinked. She's not attempting the world record. She is going for silver. She's gone 167.5. That would give her 377.5. It would beat Maramotti, but would be 2.5 kilos behind Kiosti. To beat Kiosti, she would have to go. Well, she would only have had to go 2.5 kilos more to beat her on body weight, but she's decided. Sorry, I think there's been another change. because we're back in the 47s. This is Montanaro. This is a world record attempt. No. And there is one lift left. And yes, Lindbergh had to go 170, surely. This would give her 380. She would tie with Kiosti on weight lifted, but she is 51.20. Kiosti is 51.90. She got 162.5 last time. If she can do another 7.5 kilos on home soil in Sweden, she will sweep past what we've been calling the big two. And with the last lift of the competition, she will be the world champion. And it's going, but it's stuck. Oh, what a brave attempt, and she will not give it up. The competitive spirit of the athlete that refuses to give in. What a brave, brave attempt. And what, I'm sure you'll agree, what a fantastic competition we've seen from the lighter junior women this afternoon. It had everything: world records, triumphs, disaster, drama by the score. And at the end of it, just to summarize, the European champion in the 43 kilo class from Russia is Marina Mikova with a total of 190 kilos. European champion in the 47 kilo class with a total of 348.5 kilos is Cosmiana Montanaro from Italy. The silver to Scuderi from Italy, the bronze to Abdulayeva from Russia, and Kim Murray just behind in fourth place. And after a titanic battle in the 52s that went right to the wire, the gold medalist is Olivia Kiosti from Finland with 380 kilos. The silver medalist from France, she only got her last deadlift. It was 152.5 kilos. It was enough for 376.5, which put her in the lead at the time, but was not enough to hold off Kiosti. The bronze medal goes to Lindbergh, 372.5, and just 2.5 kilos behind Lindbergh. A fantastic display from Erin Oldcroft from Great Britain. She went 3 from 3 on her deadlifts and got within 2.5 kilos of the podium. What a fantastic spectacle of powerlifting the lighter junior women have given us this afternoon. I hope you've all enjoyed it watching at home. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony, which will be coming up very, very shortly. We are back with you at 1800 hours, that's 6 p.m. local time in Sweden, and it will be the junior men's 74 kilo class. Please join us then. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony. But from the commentary box until 6 p.m. Swedish time, this is Martin Fleck saying bye for now.
For the dancers, the bronze medal goes for Ireland and Kivan. Silver medal goes to Italy and Cosmina Milano, 62.5. The gold medal goes to Italy and Marta Scodari on 65 kgs. Thank you. And for the deadlift, bronze medal goes to Russia, Olivia on the third kgs. Silver medal goes to Italy, Marta Scodari, 150. And the gold medal goes to Italy, and Cosmina Milano, 166. Go for it. Thank you. For total, bronze medal goes to Russia, Olivia 300 kgs. Silver medal goes to Italy, Marta Scodari, 330 kgs. And the European champion, and the 47 from Italy, Cosmina Montanaro, 348. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Italy. Thank you. So, for the 50 kg class, the spot